Good morning students. How are you all? Are you studying at home? Soon you are going to write your periodic test. So let us see the question pattern and we will discuss it. Okay? So this is the question pattern and you have to write it for 15 marks. Okay? First one. Fill in the blanks with prepositions. Fill in the blanks with prepositions. So you will be given 6 questions and each question carries half marks and totally 3 marks. Okay? Second one. Common noun or a proper noun. Common noun or a proper noun. So you will be given a sentence and you have to underline whether the noun is common or proper noun. Okay? So you will be given 6 questions. Each question carries half marks and totally 3 marks. Third one. Fill in the blanks with suitable question words. Fill in the blanks with suitable question words. You will be given 3 questions. Each question carries 1 mark and totally 3 marks. Fourth one. Framing questions. You will be given 2 questions. Each question carries 1 mark and 2 marks. Fifth one. Matching the rhyming words. Matching the rhyming words. So there will be 3 rhyming words. Each carries 1 mark and totally 3 marks. Sixth one. Write the contractions. Write the contractions. So there will be 3 contractions and each one carries 1 mark and totally 3 marks. Next one, synonyms. There will be 4 synonyms. Each synonym carries 1 mark and totally 4 marks. Antonyms. In antonyms there will be 4 questions. Each carries 1 mark and totally 4 marks. Next, write the past tense for the following words. Okay, so there will be 5 questions. Each question carries 1 mark and totally 5 marks. Next one, true or false. You have to choose whether it is true or false. So there will be 5 questions. Each question carries 1 mark and totally 5 marks. Next, answer the following questions. You will be given 3 questions. Each question carries 2 marks and totally 6 marks. Look at the picture and answer the questions. Look at the picture and answer the questions. Okay, so you have to observe the picture carefully and there will be questions. How many questions? There will be 4 questions. Each question carries 1 mark and totally 4 marks. Okay. At last, report writing. So there will be 1 report writing. For that, we will give you 5 marks. That's all. So you have to write for 15 marks. So now let us discuss the grammar. Okay. First one, prepositions. What is this? Prepositions. Now let us see the definition of preposition. A preposition is a word that is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relationship to other words in a sentence. Okay? A preposition is a word that is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relationship to other words in a sentence. So preposition means is nothing but it is a word. Okay? It is a word that is placed before a noun or a pronoun. What is meant by noun? Noun means it's a name of a person, place, thing or an animal. Okay? So this preposition is placed before a noun or a pronoun. Pronoun means he, she, it. Okay? He, she, it or they. So it is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relationship to other words in a sentence. So it shows the relationship. It shows the connection to the other words in a sentence. It shows the connection to other words in a sentence. A preposition is a word that is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relationship to other words in a sentence. Okay? Next, we are going to see the types of preposition. First one, preposition of time. Preposition of time. These prepositions are used to indicate when a particular event happened. These prepositions are used to indicate when a particular event happened. Event means a thing takes place or happens. Okay, a thing that takes place or happens. These prepositions are used to indicate when a particular event happened. They include in, on, at, since, etc. So this preposition of time includes the words such as in, on, at, since, etc. So it indicates when does a thing happens. For example, example, I was studying in the morning. Okay, I was studying in the morning. So this has happened at the morning. Okay, in the morning. So this is an event that happens in the morning. Raju was born on 5th of July. Raju was born on 5th of July. So this indicates the preposition of time. Okay. Shall we read this? Preposition of time. These prepositions are used to indicate when a particular event happened. They include in, on, at, since, etc. Okay, for example, I was studying in the morning. So someone is studying, okay, when in the morning. So it indicates the time, okay. Raju was born on 5th of July. Raju was born on 5th of July. So this also indicates the preposition of time. So next, preposition of place. Preposition of place. These prepositions are used to indicate the location. These prepositions are used to indicate the location. Location means a place, okay? They include in, on, between, behind, under, etc. So this preposition of place includes the words such as in, on, between, behind, under, etc. For example, the cat is on the wall. The cat is on the wall. So the wall is the place where the cat is sitting. Okay, so this indicates the preposition of place. Raju is in his room. Raju is in his room. So what is my room? So it indicates the place. Okay, Raju is in his room. So this is the preposition of place. These prepositions are used to indicate the location. They include in, on, between, behind, under, etc. So the third one is the preposition of movement. Preposition of movement. These prepositions are used to indicate movement. These prepositions are used to indicate movement. What is meant by movement? The act of moving. Okay. These prepositions are used to indicate movement. They include to, into, towards, etc. So this preposition of movement includes the words such as to, into, towards, etc. For example, I went to the bookstore. I went to the bookstore. So bookstore is a place. When means the act of moving. Okay, the act of moving to the bookstore. So they have included the word to. Next one, preposition of movement. These prepositions are used to indicate movement. These prepositions are used to indicate movement. So movement means the act of moving. Okay. They include to, into, towards, etc. They include to, into, towards, etc. So these words come under the preposition of movement. For example, I went to the bookstore. I went to the bookstore. So bookstore is a place. Someone is going to the bookstore. So it indicates the act of moving from one place to another. Okay. The rabbit is coming towards him. The rabbit is coming towards him. So the rabbit is going to one person. Okay. So it's an act of moving from one place to another. So this is known as the preposition of movement. Shall we read from first? Prepositions. A preposition is a word that is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relationship to other words in a sentence. So there are three types of preposition. First one is preposition of time. These prepositions are used to indicate when a particular event happened. They include in, on, at, since, etc. Example, I was studying in the morning. Raju was born on 5th of July. So second type, preposition of place. These prepositions are used to indicate the location. They include in, on, between, behind, under, etc. Example, the cat is on the wall. Raju is in his room. The third type, preposition of movement. These prepositions are used to indicate movement. They include to, into, towards, etc. Example, I went to the bookstore. The rabbit is coming towards him. Okay, next we are going to discuss the noun. Okay, so what is meant by noun? Noun is the name of a person, place, thing or an animal. So noun is the name of the person, place, thing or an animal. So next we are going to see the types of noun. So there are there are many types of noun. So we are going to discuss only the two types, okay? Proper noun and the common noun. Proper noun and the common noun. Okay, now let us see the proper noun. Okay, proper noun. It is the name of a particular place, person, animal or thing. Okay, it is the name of a particular place, person, animal or thing. For example, Nancy is singing. Nancy is singing. So Nancy is a girl. The girl has been given a specific name. What is the name? Nancy. So they have given a specific name of a girl. So it is known as the proper noun. Okay. Second example. Tommy is running. Tommy is running. So Tommy is a dog. The dog has been given a particular name. Okay. So it is known as the proper noun. If the word has given a particular name or a specific name, it is known as the proper noun. Shall we read the definition? It is the name of a particular place, person, animal or thing. It is known as the proper noun. Example, Nancy is singing. Nancy is a girl. The girl has been given a specific name, Nancy. Tommy is running. Tommy is a dog. The dog has been given a particular name. So it is known as the proper noun. Next, common noun. Okay, it is a name given to any person, place, animal, thing. It is a name given to any person, place, animal, thing. So in this common noun, they won't given a specific name. So it is a common one. Okay. See the example. Girl. Girl can be anyone without a specific name. So if they represent a girl, and if they don't give a specific name to the girl, it is known as the common noun. So it will be in a common thing. Okay. Next example, dog. Dog can be any dog without a specific name. If they represent a dog without any particular or specific name, it is known as the common noun. Example, I have a dog. So there are many varieties of dog. So they have represented only I have a dog in a common name. Okay, so it is known as the common noun. If they specifies the name with a particular or specific one, it is known as the proper noun. If they don't specify the particular name and if they say in a common thing, it is known as the common noun. It is a name given to any person, place, animal or thing. Okay. Example, girl, dog. So in your test, they will be given one sentence with the word that is underlined. So you have to guess the underlined word whether it is a common noun or a proper noun. Okay. Have you understood this? Proper noun. It is a name of a particular place, person, animal or thing. Okay. Common noun. It is a name given to any person, place, animal or thing. Shall we go to the question words? Okay, next question words. Okay. So in the question words, I have given you some words: where, what, who, when, why. So now let us see what is these words refers to. So where refers to the place or position. Where refers to the place or position. What refers to the object. What refers to object. Who refers to the person. Who refers to the person. When refers to the time. Okay. When refers to the time. Why refers to reason or the explanation. Why refers to reason or the explanation. So let us see the example. Dash do you go to school? Okay. Dash do you go to school? So the school refers to the place. Okay. The school refers to the place. So what will you use the question word for the place? Where. So next question words. Okay. So I have given you some question words. Let us see what does the question words refers. Where refers to place or position. Where refers to place or position. What refers to the object. What refers to the object. Who refers to the person. Who refers to the person. When refers to the time. When refers to the time. Why refers to reason or the explanation. Why refers to the reason or the explanation. So, I have given you example. Dash do you go to school? Dash do you go to school? So, when do you go to school? So, it refers the time. Okay. When the question refers the time, you have to use the question word as when. When do you go to school? Next one. Where is the pen? Where is the pen? So it is the position. It refers to the position. When the question refers to the position, you have to use the question word as where. Where is the pen? What is in the basket? What is in the basket? So basket is the object. Okay? Basket is the object. When the question is in the object, you have to use the question word as what. What is in the basket? Okay, shall we see this once again? The usage where refers to place or position, what refers to the object, who refers to the person, when refers to the time, why refers to the reason or explanation. So you have to use the question words according to this. Okay? Shall we move on to the next? Framing questions. Framing questions. So there is a structure while forming the questions. Okay, let us see this. Question word plus auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb means am, is, are, was, were. You have to write according to your answer. Okay, am, is, or, was, were plus subject plus main verb. Question word. What is question word? So these are all the question words. Where, what, who, when, and why. Okay. Question word plus auxiliary verb, am, is, or, was, were. So these are all the auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb. Okay. Shall we see the example? Who is playing in the ground? She is playing in the ground. Okay. So there will be given the answer. You have to frame the questions. So see the answer. She is playing in the ground. So I have used the question word as who. Okay. Who. So this is the auxiliary verb and these are all the main words. Who is playing in the ground? She is playing in the ground. So this she is the answer. Second one. Why was the battle lost? See the answer. The battle was lost because there was no rider. The battle was lost because there was no rider. I have used the question word as why. Okay, why. Next, after the question word, you have to write the auxiliary verb. So in the answer, was is the auxiliary verb. So I have written the was. Why was the battle? So the battle is the subject in the sentence. Why was the battle? So after the subject word, you have to add the main verb. See here, question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject, and after the subject, you have to add the main verb. Why was the battle lost? Okay, so the loss is the main verb in this sentence. Why was the battle lost? The battle was lost because there was no rider. Okay, have you understood? So to frame questions, you have to use this structure. Question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb. Okay, shall we move on to the rhyming words? Okay, now let us see the definition. The words which have the same sound is known as the rhyming words. The words which have the same sound is known as the rhyming words. The words that ends with the same sound. Okay, the words which ends or have the same sound is known as the rhyming words. See the example: team, be, plus, bus, shoot, root. So all these words ends with the same sound. Shall we read it once again? Team, be. So it ends with him. Okay, T, be. Plus us. So it ends with this sound. Plus us. Sorry, bus. Shoot, root. Shoot, root. So these all the words ends with the same sound. T, be, plus bus, shoot, root. Okay, so this is known as the rhyming words. The words which have the same sound, is known as the rhyming words. Example: team, beam, plus, bus, shoot, root. Okay, shall we move on to next? Contraction. words. These shortened words are called contractions. We sometimes use short form. So if the word is in the full form, we will make it as a short form. Okay. So if we make the word in a short form, it is known as the contractions. We sometimes use a short form for some words. These shortened words are called as contractions. The shortened words are called as contractions. Example: has not. Okay, has not. So we have written in a short form. See here, see the spelling HASN. We have removed the O. So instead of the O, we have put the apostrophe. Okay, this is known as the apostrophe, and added the T. So we have removed the O and we have added the apostrophe. We have written this word in a short form. So this is known as the contractions. See the next one. Have not. HAVENOT. Okay. So we have written HAVEN. So we have removed this O and have added the apostrophe and the T. So this is now in the short form. Next. Do not. D-O. Do. N. We have removed the O and instead of O we have added the apostrophe and T. Don't. Do not. So do not is in the full form and we have written as don't in a short form. Okay. At last. Or not. Or not is in the full form. So we have written in a short form A-R-E and added N and removed O, and instead of this O we have added the apostrophe and T. So this is known as the contractions. We sometimes use short form for some words. These shortened words are called as contractions. When we write in a short form, those words are called as contractions. Have you understood? Let's revise the lessons. Okay. First one, Ice Cream Man. It is a poem. When summer's in the city and brings a blaze of heat, the ice cream man with his little cart goes trundling down the street. What is the season? The season is the summer. Okay, how the weather will be? The weather will be very hot. And at that time, who came? An ice cream man is coming with his little cart. He is coming around the street. Beneath his round umbrella, oh, what a joyful sight! To see him fill the cones with mounds of cooling brown and white. So in his cart there is a umbrella. Okay. So it seems to be a joyful sight. The sight was very wonderful to see. To see him fill the cones with mounds of cooling brown and white. So he has a lot of ice cream in his cart and he is having a cone of the color white and the brown. Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry or chilly things to drink from bottles full of frosty fizz, green, orange, white or pink. So he have the flavors of vanilla, chocolate and strawberry, and he also having cool drinks to drink in the color of green, orange, white or the pink. His cart might be a flower bed of roses and sweet peas. So this cart, the ice cream man's cart, is compared to a flower bed, okay, of roses and sweet peas. The way the children cluster round as thick as honeybees. So the children gather like honeybees around the cart. Shall we read from first? When summer's in the city and brings a blaze of heat, the ice cream man with his little cart goes trundling down the street. The ice cream man is coming to the street at the time of summer. Beneath his round umbrella, oh what a joyful sight to see him fill the cones with mounds of cooling brown and white. So his cart is covered with umbrella and he has a lot of ice cream. Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry or chilly things to drink from bottles full of frosty fizz, green, orange, white or pink. So he is having the flavors of vanilla, chocolate, strawberry and he also has cool drinks to drink. His cart might be a flower bed of roses and sweet peas. The way the children cluster round as thick as honeybees. So his cart is compared to the flower bed and the children gather the cart like a honeybees. Okay. So next one, wonderful waste is the prose. The Maharaja of Travancore gathered a grand dinner in his palace. In the afternoon before the dinner, the Maharaja entered the kitchen to survey the dishes. So the Maharaja of Travancore is planning for what? To give a dinner in his palace. Okay. So he is going to the kitchen to see what is happening. What are you going to do with those vegetable scraps? He asked the cook, pointing to the basket of scraps near the cook. The cook replied, they are waste. So after going to the kitchen, the Maharaja notices the scraps, the vegetable scraps, and he is asking to the cook that what they are going to do with the vegetable scraps. You cannot waste all these bits and pieces of vegetables. Find a way to use them. So the cook replied that the scraps are all waste, we are going to throw it. For that the Maharaja replied, we should not throw it. Instead of throwing, we have to find a way to use the vegetable scraps. The cook was in a fix and kept staring at the vegetable scraps for some time. So the cook was finding a way to do with the vegetable scraps, and he is staring at the scraps. Staring means he is looking. Okay. Suddenly, an idea flashed across his mind, and at last, he has one idea to do with the scraps. He took all the vegetable bits, washed them, and cleaned them. So, what is the cook is doing? He is collecting the vegetable scraps and he is washing it. Then he cut them into long strips. He put them in a huge pot and placed it on the fire to cook. So, after cleaning it, he is cutting the scraps and he is putting the scraps in a huge pot, in a large pot to cook. Next he ground some fresh coconut, green chilies and garlic together. So after that he is adding coconut, green chilies and the garlic. And he also added paste and some salt to the vegetables. So after that he is adding salt and paste. A tempting smell started coming from the pot. So after adding these things, a pleasant smell is coming from the pot. Now he wiped some curd and added it to the curry. He also poured a few spoonfuls of coconut oil and decorated the dish with curry leaves. So after that he is adding curd and the coconut oil and he is decorating the dish. Okay. The new dish was ready. The cook served this new dish to the guests that evening. So after finishing the dish, he is ready to serve it. To whom? To the guest. Okay, he is ready to serve the dish to the guest. Everyone was eager to know the name of the new dish. The cook thought and thought. Then a name came to his mind. He named it Avial. So the guest was thinking that what will be the name of the dish, and the cook was thinking that what name to keep for the dish. And at last he found a name called Avial. Avial became famous all over Kerala. So it becomes famous all over the Kerala. So this is the lesson of wonderful waste. So next, teamwork. So it is a poem. Okay. Teamwork, teamwork. Together we can make our dream work. Then we will share the joy of what we have done. Teamwork, everyone. So if we have a dream, what we will do? We will work hard to achieve our dream. Okay. So after achieving our dream, how do we feel? We will feel very happy and we have to share our joyness to our teammates. It is fun to shoot the basketball through the hoop, but if nobody passes, then nobody shoots. And the relay race just can't go on if nobody wants to pass the baton. It is possible to play basketball if no one passes the ball. It will be impossible to play. So likewise, we can't able to play the relay race if no one passes the baton. You already know what is baton means. Baton means a stick that is used to play the relay race. Okay? We are the parts that make up the whole, and we have got our eyes on a common goal. Sometimes it can be a big plus when a you or a me becomes an us. So as a part we become a complete team and our aim is on a common thing to achieve. So it will become a big advantage if you and me work together as a team. So this poem was written eagle. Next, flying together. Flying together is a crows. Okay. Deep in a forest, there is a very tall tree. The tall tree has strong branches. Okay. This tree was the home of a flock of wild geese. So who lives in the tree? The wild geese. Wild geese means the geese which lives in the forest is known as the wild geese. Different say that one of the geese was a wise old bird. So the geese felt very safe on staying in the tree. He noticed a small creeper at the foot of the tree. So the old bird notices a small creeper is growing at the foot of the tree. So this bird is advising the other geese to cut it before it grows. The other geese says that what harm can a creeper do us? So the other geese asked to the wise old bird that what harmness does the creeper is going to do us? For that the old creeper replies, it will be possible for someone to climb the tree using the creeper, and there are many chances for us to build. Well, there is no hurry, they replied. So the geese are replying that it's no hurry, we will make it later. So we feel very sorrowful to destroy the creeper. Now it is tender and you can cut it easily. Later it will be very hard. So the old bird replies, now it is tender, now it is very small, so you can cut it very easily. But after it grows, you feel very hard to cut it. So it will grow very stronger and stronger like a thick rope. One morning, when the geese had gone out in search of food, a hunter came to the forest. So who came to the forest? A hunter came to the forest and he noticed that a group of geese is living at the top of the tree. So he is planning to catch all the geese. So with the help of the net, he is trapping the geese. Okay. In the evening, the geese returned home. They did not notice the net. As they flew into the tree, they were trapped. They struggled hard to get out but couldn't. So after returning to the tree, they didn't notice that there was a net. So the geese all got trapped in the net and were struggling to come out of the net. So they all crying how to come away from the net. Long ago, I told you to destroy the creeper, but you did not. Now see what has happened. Tomorrow morning, the hunter will come back and kill us all. So the old bird is saying, I already told to cut the creeper, but you didn't cut. So we were all in struggle now. Later then, the old bird is giving an idea that when the hunter comes, you must all pretend to be dead. Just lie still. The hunter will not want the dead birds. He will throw us to the ground. So when the hunter comes, we should all act like we are all dead. So if he see us, he think that he won't want the dead birds. So he will throw all the dead birds. It will then be easy for him to climb down, collect the dead birds and take them home. When the last of us has been thrown down, we must quickly get up and fly away. In the morning, the hunter came to the tree and climbed up. He looked at the geese in the net. So the next morning, the hunter is coming to the tree and he notices that all the birds were dead. So he is planning to throw away all the dead birds. Okay. The birds lay still until the last one had been thrown down. Then all at once, they got up, flapped their wings and flew away. So after he put the last one, all the birds started to fly away and then gone. From the top of the tree, he watched all the geese flew away. From standing at the top of the tree, Wipe. Beat into a throat. Wipe. Beat into a throat. Teamwork. Combined effort of a group. Teamwork. Combined effort of a group. Hoop. Ring. Hoop. Ring. Baton. Stick carried in relay race. Baton. Stick carried in relay race. Passes. Move onward. Passes. Move onward. Creeper. Plant that needs support to grow. Creeper. Plant that needs support to grow. Winding. Go in circular. Winding. Go in circular. Flap. Move wings up and down. Flap. Move wings up and down. Muttered. Spoken in a low tone. Muttered. Spoken in a low tone. Pity. Sorrow. Pity. Sorrow. So next one is the antonyms. Sternly. Gently. Sternly. Gently. Tempting. Unattractive. Tempting. Unattractive. Command. Request. Command. Request. Decorate. Undecorate. Decorate. Undecorate. Tall. Short. Tall. Short. Small. Large. Small. Large. Wise. Foolish. Wise. Foolish. Top. Bottom. Top. Bottom. Destroy. Build. Destroy. Build. Feast. Fast. Feast. Fast. Past tense. Grind. Ground. Grind. Ground. Wipe. 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 Think. Thought. Think. Thought. Decorate. Decorated. Decorate. Decorated. Command. Commander. Command. Commander. See. Saw. See. Saw. Can. Could. Can. Could. Come. Came. Come. Came. Advise. Advised. Advise. Advised. Kill. Killed. Kill. Killed. So the next one is the true or false. Okay. The king had ordered a grand dinner in the palace. The king had ordered a grand dinner in the palace. True. No one had heard of or tasted aviar before. No one had heard of or tasted aviar before. True. The cook had planned to make another dish using the vegetable scraps. The cook had planned to make another dish using the vegetable scraps. True. The tree was the home of flock of parrots. The tree was the home of flock of parrots. False. The wise old bird wanted the creeper to be destroyed. The wise old bird wanted the creeper to be destroyed. True. The hunter climbed the tree with the help of the ladder. The hunter climbed the tree with the help of the ladder. False. The wise old bird helped them to escape. The wise old bird helped them to escape. True. We are going to revise the question and answer. First one. In which season is ice cream popular? In which season is ice cream popular? Ice cream is popular in summer season. Ice cream is popular in summer season. Second one. Who feels joyful on seeing the ice cream man? Who feels joyful on seeing the ice cream man? Children feels joyful on seeing the ice cream man. Children feels joyful on seeing the ice cream man. Third one. Name the different flavors of ice cream the man has in his cart. Name the different flavors of ice cream the man has in his cart. The ice cream man has vanilla, chocolate and strawberry flavors of ice cream in his cart. The ice cream man has vanilla, chocolate and strawberry flavors of ice cream in his cart. Fourth question. What are the two things the ice cream man is selling? What are the two things the ice cream man is selling? The ice cream man is selling ice creams and chilled drinks from the bottles of Frosty Fizz. The ice cream man is selling ice creams and chilled drinks from the bottles of Frosty Fizz. Fifth question. What were the preparations in the palace made for? What were the preparations in the palace made for? The preparations were made for a grand dinner in the palace of the Maharaja of Travancore. The preparations were made for a grand dinner in the palace of the Maharaja of Travancore. Sixth question. What had the cook planned to do with the vegetables? What had the cook planned to do with the vegetables? The cook has planned to do avial with the vegetable soup. The cook has planned to do avial with the vegetable scraps. 7. Where did the geese live? Where did the geese live? The geese live at the top of the tall tree. The geese live at the top of the tall tree. 8. What did the wise old bird notice at the foot of the tree? What did the wise old bird notice at the foot of the tree? The wise old bird noticed a small creeper at the foot of the tree. The wise old bird noticed a small creeper at the foot of the tree. 9th question. Why did the geese cry, help, help? Why did the geese cry, help, help? The geese cried because they were trapped in the net. The geese cried because they were trapped in the net. 10th one. Why did the geese pretend to be dead? Why did the geese pretend to be dead? The geese pretended to be dead because the hunter would not harm them. The geese pretended to be dead because the hunter would not harm them. Okay, shall we move on to the next? Picture comprehension. What is this? Picture comprehension. So, while writing picture comprehension, you have to follow these 3 steps. Okay, you have to follow these 3 steps. First one, observation. Analyzation, understanding. First, observation, analyzation, understanding. So, you have to remember these 3 points. Okay. So, first you have to observe the picture carefully. A picture will be given for you. So, you have to observe it carefully. Next, analyzation. So, you have to analyze what is given in the picture. Okay, what is given in the picture. You have to analyze what is given in the picture. Next, understanding. You have to understanding the theme of the picture. You have to understand the theme of the picture. First one, observation, analyzation, understanding. You have to observe it carefully. Next, you have to analyze it. Next, you have to understand what is given in the picture. So, after that, you have to go to the questions. So, there will be given questions for you in the picture composition like how many persons are there? What are they doing? What do you see in the given picture? So, like this, you will be given questions. Okay, for this you have to answer. For example, how many persons are there? So, you have to count the number of persons in the picture. For example, if there are 3 persons, you should write there are 3 persons in the picture. So, likewise, you have to count how many persons. Next, what are they doing? So, you have to observe. You have to observe that what the persons are doing in the picture. So, you have to write answer for that. Next, what do you see in the picture? So, you have to write the answer by understanding what have you observed in the picture. Okay. So, the 3 steps are observation, analyzation, understanding. Okay. Have you understood how to write the picture composition? First, you have to observe, analyze and understand, and you have to go on to the questions. Next, report writing. So, for report writing, you have to follow these steps. Okay. First one, good title. So, after reading the question, you have to set a title for the report. Okay. You have to give a good title, suitable title related to the question. Next, keep to your subject. Keep your subject. You should not go away from your subject. You have to write related to the question only. You should not go away from your subject. Next, tell things in the right order. Tell things in the right order. So, you have to write the sentences in the correct order. You should not shuffle the sentence, okay? You have to write in the correct order. Write neatly. Write neatly. So you have to write neatly, okay? So what are those steps? Good title. You have to give a suitable title related to the question. Keep to your straight. You have to write related to the question, okay? According to the theme, what is given in the question. You should not go away from your subject. Tell things in the right order. You should write in a correct order. Write neatly. So this is an example, okay? So they have asked to write a report about the Uncle Lol's farm. So I have given a title, Uncle Lol's farm. I have given a good title, okay? Uncle Lol's farm. Next, see the report. Father took me to visit Uncle Lol's farm. I saw many cows. He has 50 cows. They eat grass in the big green farms. Uncle Lol sells milk every day. So I have written in a correct order. Okay, I didn't shuffle anything. I have written in a correct order. Likewise, you should also write in a correct order. And you have to write neatly. Okay, this is the report writing. So the steps are: you have to give a good title, keep to your subject, tell things in the right order, write